Okay, I'm really keen to decipher what's happened here because I've got two other traps on this side and there's tracks all around them, but they haven't been set off. They've missed. So let's have a look and see where I've gone wrong. Yeah, we've got a track there. Track there, track there. Okay. There's one of the jaws. There's the other one. Why didn't that go off? There, that should have been right on top of it. Now, what's wrong? Have I got it too strong? Yeah. Okay, we've had a failure. What's happened here? For some reason, that's pushed down. It hasn't fired that Jake. It's like there's too much sand built up around the side. Okay. I'd say that's what it's been. Right, I'll put that down to my fault. I've put a piece of foam in there that wasn't as wide as the pan, and it's allowed sand and probably a little bit of gravel to build up under the edge of the pan. So when that dog's put his foot right in the middle of the pan there, it's pushed down a fraction, but it compressed the sand. It wouldn't push right down, and it didn't fire. It only needed for me to scrape that sand away, and off it went. So there's my, definitely I'll wear that one. I probably put it in a bit too quick, and I didn't make sure I had a good enough piece of foam there. So there's a trick. Righto, let's have a look at the second one. Right, I think with this one, it stood there. Over here is a footprint there and there, but it's right, this bark has been moved actually across on top of the, oh, that bark was there. That dog stepped there, just missed it. Right, so the stepping stick, I put in probably too light a stepping stick. I just used a bit of bark. I think that trap will be okay. The foam is all the way around. Foam's good. Righto, I'll wear that one as well. I used a bit of bark because it was right there. I used it as like a stepping stick. But maybe the dog's hit it with his foot too, hard to know, but it just looks like it's been put across over the middle of the, well, not right over the middle, but over about a third of the trap, and that dog is then stepped over the top of that and on the other side of the jaw and just missed by, like, yeah, by a whisker. But again, maybe I should have a heavier stepping stick on that. I'll wear both of those. I thought I'd just come over here nice and quiet, not disturb anything. There's a mob of larrikins here just bolting in front of us. Well, this tree here has caught probably, I've caught about 5 dogs off the base of this tree. And so it's one of the places I do like to have a trap. But these cattle are probably going to wreck it. But we'll whack one in here anyway. Let's try it. Ah, what a beautiful soft morning. Usually if you get a fog like this, it turns out to be a pretty good day. This is day 5 I'm working on. I'll be checking the results of night 4. 3 dogs down so far, and I wouldn't be surprised if we got another 1 or 2 today. I'm feeling lucky. I want to thank everybody for their support on the channel. Fantastic. Please like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And throw a comment in there. I try and read and respond to as many as I can. Pretty hard out in the bush. We don't get a lot of reception. But I'll get to it when I can. And if you can, flick across to Patreon, McGhee's Campfire on Patreon. If you're short on funds, you don't need to throw $1 behind us at all. I certainly appreciate the people that do. You're making the difference between making it work and not making it work. So, thank you all. Yep. Let's get down to business. Well, it was really pea soup over here this morning. But as I came in, looking ahead on the dirt road, where the dew was on the dust, you could see a pattern. There's at least one dog who's come along here in the fog here this morning. When you pull up, you look down, you can't see anything, but from a distance, as you look ahead, you can see the zigzag pattern as it walks. And I'm just poking along slowly down through here in the fog, hoping that something will step out. What I've got with me today is I've got my Power 223, the old beat up Power. Like most of my guns, it's pretty beat up from the amount of use it's got. The amount of rattling around in vehicles is pretty much what's done most of it. I've got the Commander NV400 night vision scope on it there from One Leaf. Now, so far this scope has worked pretty well. I'm not a big fan for any of this gear. I'll have it said right from the start. To me, it's too slow. Okay, you've got to switch something on, you've got to set it, you've got to focus. It takes valuable seconds. I'm used to having like an old loophole, 3 to 9, set on usually 6, and I can grab a rifle and literally within seconds take a clear shot. You've got to train yourself to accept that just doesn't happen anymore with these things. You've got to be make sure your batteries are charged, make sure that you know your right sequence to press buttons and everything to get everything in place. But having said that, for its job, this rifle scope is working very well. There's been a fox in the beans. Well, there is a fox in the beans, but it's pretty hard to find him. I was talking to the manager just before, and he said he was mustering some cattle out of the neighbours yesterday. Saw 2 dingoes and a dead cow up through the fence about 300 metres. Okay, I've had a dog here. When I came here the other day, there was a dog track right here around this old feeder and this old bin. I come back here today and there's another dog bin through here. But it hasn't been down to where the 3 traps are, 200 metres further down. So maybe I'll just put a trap right next to one of these. Right next to the feeder or the old lick bin here. It's got to dodge these cattle. There's cattle in here and they've been around here a fair bit. I think I'll put it right next to the side of this bin. Right in close, and hopefully the cattle won't walk on it. And I'll use some of my famous DG, my KFC lure, the duck's guts. Okay, that was worth a try. Nothing's come in, but I'll head up now. I'll put a couple of traps in here, and we'll see if we can put a bit of bling on them. I thought I'd come around this paddock, just drive around the edge until I saw where I think the dogs could be coming through the fence. Have a look at this. Old tracks, relatively new tracks. That's fresh, real fresh, last night. So they're coming through here somewhere. Okay, let's get some steel in the ground. As expected, a foggy morning turns into a beautiful day. Cracker of the day. Enough cloud over the top that it's not too hot. Right, let's see what's in this creek set. We got the one little yellow bitch here yesterday. We could get her mate, I reckon. There's 3 in that pack, we've got 2. Yes, we got a puppy. Awesome. We got another one. That's what I want to see. Here's number 4. 4 and 4 nights. Sitting in the bush over there. Nice and quiet. Old stick. What do you reckon, Chubby? What do you reckon? Okay. That's good. First trap we've checked on this this side of the property. Now this was in the set I had right down on the creek, right down on the bottom, in the sand, in the wet sand. Yeah, that's interesting. He's come there and he stood there, there, here, there, step right over. He just didn't step there. But we got him in this one. Didn't go far, did you? That was caught in a 4-spring Victor. Those are some of the first traps I bought from Dave and Tracy Randall. They're professional trapping supplies. Mullen Diner on the Gold Coast. They're great people and yeah, always top service. Looked after us. So those traps are still working. Only a little trap. They don't look as cool, but they work. It's taking that drag from there to there. That's all. Young dog. Doesn't look like anything here this morning. All clear. Righto. No. Nothing in this gully set, but we've got a dog on the front, and it was caught only 400 metres from here, so we're working on the same dogs. It's just which trap they get to first. Oh, which will we go first? We'll go to the bull first. A smelly old Hereford bull. We'll go to him first. Bull looks quiet, but then I said that yesterday and we had a dog. Have a closer look. You've got to check your traps every day. Okay, heading up to the dead beast. This is where I really did think we were going to get a dog, and so far they've eluded us. They've beaten us, but we saw 3 on trail cam here, and we've got 3. Might change the card in the trail cam and just see what it's telling me. I dropped the windscreen down just to, I just got sick of trying to look through that broken windshield. Okay, we come to here and we've got our drag gone. Chancy, hunt him up. Walking through here trying to find this dingo. I've only got about 50 metres and I just about stood on this thing. Spicy, off! Righto, that's number 5. In 4 nights, 5 days. We're getting there. Good big dog. 2-year-old. And again, good catch with the Jake. Full paw catch, slightly on the side. He was right over here, near the spring. I've still done the job. One downside to having the windscreen down is the amount of grass seeds. I should have had my sunglasses. I've got a bloody lovely set of Makos. I left them sitting on one of the landowner's property kitchen tableware the other day, so I've got to pick them up. One of my supporters, he sent them through to us, so thank you very much for that, mate. Appreciate it. Right, we're just coming in on the triple set up here. I had hoped to pick up the dog, but it looks like nothing. No. We've temporarily ceased forward motion. I've dropped down, she's sitting on the diffs. The wheels are all spinning. Righto, I see tracks on the road back there, on top of my tracks from yesterday. There's a good chance. Nope. Nope, nothing. All looks quiet down here too. This is where we set 2 traps down here. You can see a lot of sign of dogs coming through the fence, but it doesn't look like they've been back. No, nothing. Okay. I'm just going to freshen up the site here. I'll put a little bit of my DG lure on. Let's see what happens. Alright, I've come down to the gully set here, and the chunk of meat that I had hidden in under some brush there has been moved and chewed, and I can see some dog prints here right next to the trap. Trap there, just missed. So what I'm going to do, I'll get a bit of baler twine, and I'll see if I can tie it on the end of the bone on that thing, and tie it over here on some of the grass so it can't really be moved. And I'm going to put it closer to where that dog will put its foot. It's getting late, but this is a beautiful spot here. This is actually where I caught that old blue dog 2 programs ago. But, there's always tracks through here. Straight away there's fresh tracks. Put 2 or 3 traps here just before dark, and we shall see. Sit. Let's have a look over here first, then we'll look in the main creek. Fresh tracks. Right, I quickly put 2 sets in there, and let's get out of here. It's getting late. It's like 6 o'clock God's time, 7 o'clock daylight savings time. Good morning, everyone. Just turning into the property here now, the furthest north section of the property. And let's see what we've got this morning. I feel this will crack sooner rather than later. I think there's only 2 dogs operating here at the moment. There is a pack of 6, but there isn't a sign of 6 dogs around at the moment. But having said that, they could arrive back any time. I was just looking at some of the comments there this morning, and on the last video people were complaining or suggesting I do something about the audio. And it has been something that's been a real bugbear for me. The audio is so difficult to try and get right. I just ask people just to take into consideration that this is reality. I'm not staging this. This is not scripted. This is as it happens. I'm trying to capture things as it happens. Now, if I was to put a mic on me, really I've got to have that mic rolling the whole day. And then I've got to be able to at night download that file, which could be 15, 16 hours long, and then try and slot the video into the audio sequence to link it up together, to sync it. Now that's very difficult, especially if I broke the audio into different pieces and tried to have 10, say, recordings for the day. You just get this nightmare for me, and I've got to keep my eye on the ball. I'm here to catch dogs for the landowners. I'm trying to record it the best I can with what I've got as it happens. And if the audio suffers, I'm sorry. I'll try and do better, but yeah, this is reality. This is not This is not a reality TV show where I've got 6 people tagging along with cameras and audio equipment and whatever. It's not staged. This is me. This is just poor little old me. Having said that, let's catch some dogs.